What's up, guys? I'm back today with another video on the channel, and in today's video I am going to be talking about my experience on Pocket GM21 after playing through 50 plus years and over 1,000 games on the game. So you guys can see here my record: 713, 325, and 4 with 13 rings, and I am in the year 2076. I think we're in the off season, not 100% sure, but we're gonna hop in here. I'm going to talk about everything. We're going to go over the teams and my experience playing the game, everything like that. Going to talk about the goods, the bads, the cons, the pros, everything like that, and talk about my experience. I'm going to show you guys the teams, show you guys the years and some of the records and stuff like that, and just talk about my experience on the game and how I have kind of played the game. You guys can see we have a ton of cap room. We're a pretty okay team. Our offense is a little rough, but we're going to talk about everything like that and my experience on the game. So quickly, let's start out on here, go through the years, and just take a quick little peek. So you guys can see we started off 4 and 13, ended up drafting a quarterback, I think the year after or the second year after that, not 100% sure. Drafted him really high in the draft, ended up winning 4 out of 5 years in a row, so pretty solid. Then we had a huge gap without winning any championship, like a 15-year gap. Then we ended up going to winning 2 out of 3, and we finally got the 17-0 season in the playoffs. So the 20-0 full season. That is my 20-0 season, my prize possession 20-0, going in 2044. Went a couple years without winning, and then ended up with my best little streak here, which we won 5 in 6 years, which was pretty solid. Then went a couple more years without a championship, went 16-1 in 2069, which was pretty solid. And then since then have been a wild card division kind of team. Not great, not phenomenal, and everything like that. We're going to hop over here, check out some of the records. You guys can see this is one of our top quarterbacks. Let me show you guys the guy I first drafted, which was Herrera. Over here, we can check out some of his career stats and everything like that. We'll head into the career tab. 3 conference bowls, 2 all-pro, 4 rings, 632 to 211, and 100,000 yards. And then this is the guy I ended up picking up later on. You guys can see he played for us for a handful of years and had a phenomenal career with 4 rings, 4 player of the years, 7-time all-pro, and 8-time conference player. 670 to 210 and 105,000. He is quite literally the GOAT of the game, I guess you could say. And then some of the other positions and stuff. We're going to scroll through some player records just to see kind of like, so you guys can see passing yards and stuff like that. So Zumwalt with 105,640 for Zumwalt as well. Rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, receiving yards. You guys can just get a quick little glimpse if you guys are interested in pausing it and checking out some of that stuff. But anyways, you guys can see that. And then obviously champions, you can scroll through here and see. We're not going to do that individually, but we're going to hop over here to the team. So I guess I feel like I could have won more championships in this span. You guys can see we have an 87% playoff chance to make it out of the, 53, 54 years, whatever it was that I ended up playing it through. You guys can see we just came off a bad year at 9 and 8 and did not make the playoffs. But like I said, I feel like it's pretty easy to make the playoffs if you want to. It's pretty easy to build a huge star-studded team. You guys can see I have 64.3 million in cap space, and we're still at 84 overall. Definitely need to make some improvements on the offensive end of the ball, but our defense is pretty solid. You guys can check out we have some solid players. But yeah, like I said, it's kind of easy to build a team, I feel like. But for me, I kind of felt like if I'm not drafting a quarterback, I kind of felt like just drafting quarterbacks all the time. So, I draft a quarterback, stuck with him for his whole career for 15, 20 years. And then I'd go in and, draft another quarterback if that turned out to be a bust, or if I couldn't find anybody. I kind of just got that filler person in free agency, or if a top tier quarterback, I would pick him up in free agency. But I don't feel like I would really make a big splash and go trade, 3 first overall picks, or 3, first round picks for the top quarterback in the league and then just hold on to him for years. So for me, I kind of felt like I was trying to be at least a little bit realistic, and, the quarterback position was someone I kind of shuffled through. You guys can see the quarterback here has played for 3 years and 31 and 13, but since then he absolutely struggled. Really thinking of getting rid of this guy. He won Rookie of the Year, but since then 24 and 12 was not bad, but coming back this year in 14 games, throwing 13 touchdowns to 20 interceptions was absolutely terrible. So might be getting rid of him, but we'll have to see. So I think that was something interesting I did. I ended up picking him up in a top pick, which is kind of disappointing. Ended up only being like an 83 overall. But yeah, it's kind of interesting the way I was kind of playing. I was trying to, draft the quarterbacks through the draft and not make crazy trades through the off season and stuff like that. So that's just kind of the way I was trying to play it. I know tons of other people have gotten their one player to like 15 championships and 15-time All Pro and stuff like that, and just build an absolute superstar team around them. But I felt like I kind of just tried to play this game as realistically as I could, or kind of relatively realistically. Obviously, teams don't make crazy trades. I've made some crazy trades in here. But at least with considering the quarterback position, I didn't want to go out if I wasn't able to draft a really top tier quarterback or didn't see anybody that I was able to draft. I kind of would just pick up that filler position and build a star-studded team around him, or a star-studded defense and have a weak offense, and just kind of play around with how you can play the game. And I think that was a lot of fun. I would definitely like to try to hop back in here and get that 17-0 season again and make it to the championship. So that is definitely something I'm interested in trying to do again. But yeah, that's kind of been my experience. I absolutely love the game. I'm so addicted to this game. I feel like I've hyped up indie football games before with Legend Bowl. Absolutely amazing game. But as well on here, I've had a phenomenal time and do want to continue to upload this on the channel. I have a series I do want to start. You guys know I have a series I just started, which I uploaded the intro video, and I'm definitely going to be coming out with the first episode of that series very, very soon. But with all the new stuff that has come to the game, there is restructure. You can restructure people's contracts, move it to different years. There's franchise tags. You can extend them. They just added to be able to extend for 7 years as well. And it's just so much fun to front load or back load contracts. It's just a ton of fun. I think there's so many new updates. The developer is in the Reddit all the time. The one developer in the Reddit all the time, being able to add new stuff. Tons of people making suggestions. People suggested franchise tags, and, you know, putting some back weight or front weighted contracts, being able to extend them longer than 4 years. People are always asking for that kind of stuff, and he's always willing to make some improvements. There was a time where top tier quarterbacks were sitting in free agency. People were wanting to see some changes with that. He was able to make those changes, and we're here now where top tier players usually don't spend a lot of time in free agency, at least on the beta that I'm playing on, which is the newest beta at the time. So yeah, I've just had a great experience on the game and have had so much fun, and I cannot recommend it enough for other people to pick up.
Sorry about cutting the video there, guys, but for some reason my recording did end up stopping. Not sure why, but I do want to create a little bit of an outro for you guys so I don't kind of just leave it ending really awkwardly. So this is going to be that moment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, definitely make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Pocket GM on the GM is going to continue on the channel over the next couple weeks and months. So on Friday, you're going to be seeing episode 1 of the series I started last week, my little intro video to show you guys the team. That is going to be continuing on Friday, so you'll see that video on Friday, as I mentioned in the I'm Back video. So if you guys haven't seen that, you guys can check it out. Also, I will leave my TikTok down in the description below if you guys are interested in seeing more Madden 22 content on the channel, or more Madden 22 content beyond the channel. You guys can go check that out over there. Tons of content every single day, double uploads on the weekends. Then there's the backup TikTok, which I upload like 2 or 4 times a week. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely make sure to go follow that. A little bit of self-promotion there. But without further ado, I'm going to end this video off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. And I will see you guys on Friday for a continuation of Pocket GM 21.